In last video, we have configured human resource overheads that are directly related to specific tasks. In this video, we will configure other overhead types, which are not directly related to a certain task, but could be related to a group of tasks, or even related to the whole project. Take, for example, a structural site engineer who will only be in site while structural formwork of the building is being constructed, but he would leave the site when the finishes work starts. So in this case, this site engineer is considered as an overhead that is related to a group of tasks rather than one task only. Another example is the site crane or any specialized equipment which will only be used for a specific group of tasks and then could be removed from site when we are done from these tasks. Also, we could have overheads that are related to the whole project, such as the site office and other essential equipment. So the way we configure these is to go to bill of quantities again and make sure you selected overheads as your task type. For these sort of overheads, we need to create a quantity first, because if you try to create an overhead using this button, it will ask you to select a quantity. So you will highlight this pink free quantities row and you will click on bill of quantities. Here you will write down the name of your overhead and its unit cost. Let's say a site engineer cost us around 50 dirhams, or actually we could put his whole salary in here. So let's say a site engineer costs us 20,000 a month. Okay, month, and click OK. And also we will add another overhead, which is, say for example, the site office. And the site office would cost us, for example, 500 dirhams a week. Okay, click OK. And now we'll start by converting the site engineer quantity to an overhead. We will right click on site engineer, create an overhead task, click next, and call this overhead related to building formwork paid on monthly basis. Okay, I know this is lengthy, but it's always better to put it clearly so that we don't forget the configurations. And in the duration tab, we will select schedule tasks and say this site engineer will only stay in site while we are working on our formwork slab on grade and pouring our slab and working on our column formwork. So he will be on site only when we are working on these tasks, but after that he will leave. And you could see that based on our schedule, he will stay 1.8 months. We need to specify payment events also as monthly basis. Remove the delay and click OK. The second type of overhead, which is site office, is related to the whole project time span. We'll create an overhead task from this quantity. Click next. We'll call it overhead related to whole project paid on weekly basis. Okay. So that's the whole project. It's already set. And you could see that we will pay for 10 weeks because our schedule extends to 10 weeks, and set the payment events to weekly basis. Then we could remove the delays as well. And click OK. And that's it.